Hey, so recently Kyle and I had to make a rather large, I guess as you would call it, maybe adult decision that basically royally sucked. And we're not exactly excited about it, but it's one of those types of decisions that after all is said and done, it's going to be a good thing. But in the meantime, it's super freaking sucky. So basically, we have been talking a lot about how we were going to be selling or buying a house, and how we're finally at a point financially that we can afford to make such a big purchase, which is super exciting because I never thought I'd ever get to this point in my life, due to just the financial hurdles I've had and stress. And, long time I was a single parent, and there's just a lot of things that were going on that I just never thought I'd get to this point. And so we're finally at a point that we can do this. And I kind of want to share a little bit about how we've actually now decided that we're not going to be buying a house until the summer of next year in 2016, and why we've decided to do this. But before I share that, and why we're changing our minds, because I know we've been talking about it, right? We've been sharing this with you about how we're going to be buying a home. But I want to share why we made that decision, how we came to it. But first, I also want to show you something that is a tad bit embarrassing for us. It's something that has been an issue for us for a long time. So when in the place that we're in now, we're renting, and we moved in here when Landon, I was pregnant with Landon, and we had really no money. I was borrowing over $600 a month from my parents to stay afloat. I was on state assistance, food stamps, you name it, I had it. Kyle had just started working for Boeing not that long ago, and we really just were not in a very good financial situation. So we had to rent what we could find, and even still, when you think about it, like, we couldn't even afford this, what we basically started renting. So kind of want to show you what we're living in as of right now. So we are in what's, I guess, called like a duplex or a townhome. So that's the outside of it, and we're on, there's my car, right? Hello, right there. That's where we live, and we share several lots. We're all together on these multiple lots. We have one major driveway leading in. There's Kyle's baby, his other baby, his car. And so this can get really snug in here, being so close on our top of our neighbors. We have these wonderful apartments literally right behind us. And of course, as you know, apartment living is, usually, it just sounds like teenagers and they're partying probably like every night. The house itself is very small. We're talking maybe 1,200 feet, I want to say. The garage, if you even notice, it's not very big. The rooms are small. Everything is very packed. We're literally sitting on top of one another. Our kitchen is literally the size of like a closet. I'll show you just that, because and then I'll kind of go upstairs. But literally, oh, you can see Kyle. See him and see the size of that kitchen, right? And then try to picture like me in there and the kids in there. Our living room is really small and packed full of toys from Landon. We've got a lot of hand-me-down furniture. The rooms, it's just a 3-bedroom house. But the rooms are very small. Everything is really packed in. Like I said, we've got a lot of hand-me-down furniture because there for a long time I couldn't afford furniture. We were using Costco boxes as toy boxes for my son, things like that. I mean, we were very poor, I know that, and I don't mean this in any disrespect to anyone else. I know that there's, probably people that have been in worse situations than us, but you know, this is the situation I'm in. This is the life that I've been leading, and it was just very difficult for us, very difficult for my children, and we are just so beyond blessed that things have really started to change for us financially, and that we're able to now be at a point where we can buy a home. Now, the only problem is that being in that kind of financial strain for so many years and being a single parent and living on just mounting debt. I had student loans in default and all sorts of issues. My credit had suffered horribly. And even though over the last 3 years since I've been building my Beachbody coaching business into now a 6-figure income business, and that's just my income alone. That's not including Kyle's income from Boeing. I've been paying down debt. I've been getting myself out of the hole, saving money. Finally, for the first time I've ever been able to have like a savings account, to the point that, like, you know, when Kyle's car broke down, we were able just to lay out like $1,500, and we didn't even have to pull that out of savings. It was great. And that's awesome that we're able to do that. The problem is that I still can't get on our home loan, and it would only be Kyle on the home loan. And we just realized that, you know what, if we wait one more year, we save more money, we put more money towards debt, we are just really smart, that in another year's time, my income will do as it's been doing. It's been doubling and tripling every year. So that means if I earned $10,000 or almost $10,000 in July, you're looking at in a year $30,000 a month. So I was like, cool. That would be a really nice house. We could really buy our dream home. We really wouldn't have the limitations we're looking at now. I mean, granted, yes, Kyle got approved, but the homes are not going to be probably a lot bigger than what we're in right now. And I just want to be like in a home where we're happy and we really love, and not just to buy a home. And even though living here a whole nother year is going to be stressful and we're going to be crammed, and I'm embarrassed, highly embarrassed to live here. I mean, so embarrassed that we were not inviting people over here. I feel like I lost a lot of friendships even because I was not only was I miserable and depressed and had horrible, debilitating postpartum depression where I was really living like a hermit, but then I was also I was overweight. I felt just disgusting. I didn't like how I looked. And then on top of it, I didn't want people coming over here because I was like, I feel ashamed of me and I'm ashamed of the house, and I don't want anybody to see this. And so, even though I have to basically suck it up for one more year, I know at the end, it's going to be so worth it. Like I told Kyle, I was like, I want to wrap that house in a bow and like have a ceremonially like cutting a bow off of this house. Like I'm gonna cry probably my eyes out every single day waking up in this home, and I can envision it like so clearly in my head, and I'm gonna be able to see the looks on my kids' faces, and to just have that and be able to do that for them. Like that's all I'm gonna envision right now for the next year, is that's what I'm working towards, and I know it's gonna be worth it. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted you to see our vision. I wanted you to see and understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. And even though this adult decision really super sucks right now, it's what's going to be best for us and our family. And I can't wait to celebrate with you in 1 year when we cut that ribbon off that house. It's going to be an amazing moment, and I hope that you get to join us in it, and I look forward to it. So thanks so much for all your support and your love, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.